11:25 a.m. December 9th. This is a Tuesday. Just following up from this morning's video. If you haven't watched it, just take a look. Take a little look at that and see what you think. Talking about some setups. We'll go over them again now. But I did mention that I was looking to get into a silver position, and I was able to do so while I was at the gym doing leg presses. Really? Well, it just felt right. And so far, it's looking right. We're already up. We got 200 contracts total, and we're up 14,600 on that move so far. It was up almost 20,000. Hello. So doesn't mean it won't be down 20,000 tomorrow, because I am definitely looking to see silver's reaction and the market's reaction in general to the rate cut announcement plus press conference tomorrow. So I am in currently with silver. I'm waiting. What do we got here? I'm waiting for an opportunity still in S&P 500 futures. So we'll continue to be patient. I thought I was getting the video fired up because I thought maybe this was going to be it. Because based on what the move has, if you look at it just blindly, it's bull flagging. So it should be taking out these local highs soon. However, you know what it likes to do? It likes to take the elevator down first. So that's what I'm looking for. Looking for that. I might take another test at VWAP. I should say a first test of the day at VWAP. It's probably a mistake. But I plugged in the old recording device here because this moved down. I thought, if we lose this level, which it has been just kind of hanging out at like 64, 65, if we lose that aggressively, then we're likely going down to at least 54. Then we would come over here and take a look at where are our levels at. We got 56, and it looks like, during this period here, and again, that was a bull flag looking move, or setup, I should say. Up again, bull flag again is what we have. So next should be to take 69 out convincingly and head up to 77. However, in the meantime, if we begin to flush, we should be looking at, if we're going to flush through 56, is it convincing? Does it take another level out? Does it return to the scene of the crime that it has over and over and over again over the past 2 weeks? 68.47. And then I thought this was interesting. You saw me in the last video put in this 68.45 overnight low, and look what the morning low was. Exactly to the penny that thing hit. Can't make this up, folks. It's called pattern recognition and the repeated of the patterns. So let's see what goes on. I don't want to try to get in too early like I have the past 2 days, but I also do want to make a couple dollar bills, y'all. So we will continue to wait. But again, it's the time of day where I really shouldn't be looking to be in a trade anyways. We're at 11:30, which is chop suey buffet from 11 to 2. Open every day, every trading day, Monday through Friday, except for holidays. Silver, it's taking a little pullback, not much. So I was at what? When I came on this morning, I showed you that I had one trade on the board for silver in the bag. We made $900 on it. So there's our 900 on the daily P&L on the silver futures. And then on camera, I put an order in at 59.1. I didn't get it filled. It was pre-market. And then it just shot up 150 at the gym. I was looking, I'm like, I should take at least one contract here. Like, I'm still want to wait for that 159 And then it did this move. Kapow! Over 61, all-time high. Hello. So that is what we're looking at. A little expected pullback here. I wouldn't expect too much more. I shouldn't say that. Silver's aggressive. I wouldn't expect it to take out my gains today, but tomorrow, Jay Powell could definitely try to take my gains away from me. I'm watching ES rise up real nice right now. In fact, let's go look at it. But if, I'm still going to hold those contracts and try not to get spooked out of them like I did last week. And if it continues to go up, though, I'm probably going to just add contracts, because I'm looking, and I was talking to Stacy on the track today. 50 was a huge resistance for silver, and I was watching it and watching it and watching it. And it hit its head on 50 3 to 4 times and then finally broke through. When it broke through, it immediately went up to like 54. So that's the same move I'm looking at 60. If we finally get through 60, because if we look at the bigger picture here, let's go back here. So you can see all the times it threatened 60. And then today broke through. So I'm looking for the same pattern. Can we go right up to 64 in this move over the next couple of days? If not, you know, by the next couple of days. That's what I'm looking for. How big the consolidation is or the pullback will have a lot to do with my next thoughts on rounds of contracts and physical silver and futures. So far, so good. We've had a good 2-year run with silver trades. Back to ES. Okay, that's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. In the meantime, I'm looking for a truck for Sonny Boy, my freshly minted 18-year-old high school senior. I like me the Mazda dealership, but they do have 3 trucks on the lot. One is a 2014 Ford F-150. I'm probably rolling that one out because it has 104,000 miles on it. Hello. 16 grand. 104,000 for a used truck at 16 grand. Let's go back to the other 2. One of them I really like, but he just came through here because he leaves his high school at 11 and then heads over to the technical college Ivy Tech for his welding class. So hence of course he wants a truck, and that's fine. He's always wanted a truck since he was like 3. Here's the other 2. I mean, look at this. If you know anything about Nissan Frontiers, I know this has obviously got to be a base model. It's a 2024 with under 18,000 miles on it. 23 grand. What do you think? If you have one or know somebody that has had one, let me know. Good truck, reliable. Normally Nissans are very reliable. Here's a 2019 Ram 1500. It has 74,000 miles on it for 24,000. So obviously it's more equipped, I would imagine. But you get a truck with 18,000 miles on it, he can drive that thing for 10 years. Because right now he's driving my old 2008 Jeep Grand Cherokee that I bought used. I bought it for cash used in 2011. It had 20. I think it had 20,000 miles on it, and now has 166,000 miles on it. Maya drove it for a couple of years, and now Bart the Second has been driving it for ever since I bought Maya her Mazda. When was that? That was like a year ago. So he's been driving it for a year. So that's what I'm working on. Let me know if you know anything about a Nissan Frontier. One more peek at silver. Yeah, come on back up there. See what it's at on those 2 contracts, 14.1. So it is losing a little steam, but it's going to, it's to be expected. But look at that. Whoa, what just happened? Had a flash flush. Let's go to the charts. Okay, ES and obviously silver. Hey, silver hasn't come down as much as you would think, but of course it is a futures contract, so it's a options contract in the future, so it can get very violent up and sometimes a violent down. What's interesting though is it's low, it's below that now, but my goal this year was 608. I know that sounds like an odd number, but last year I thought I was at 608, and then the accountant said no, you're like at 594, which paid a little less taxes. So I made my goal the odd number of 608, and a minute ago it was at exactly 608. Actually, it was the highest today was like 610, 611. But I'm just babbling, flapping my gums, looking for a setup in ES. I mean, currently setting up for a long would not be a horrible trade with a tight stop, but not going to take it. I'm going to try to be very patient. I'll check in again if necessary. Like, subscribe, comment, share this channel and this video. Yo, you know what? Also, let me show you. I just joined this guy's newsletter. It's let's see, EEs/ES, because I'm searching Twitter high and low, looking for those that trade futures, specifically ES. Look for silvers traders. You can't really find any silver traders anywhere because we're crazy. But just day one in his newsletter and Discord, because the Discord came with it. I'm really enjoying. It was fun to compare his levels and thoughts to my levels this morning and my thoughts. So I'll be doing that. I'll be setting my own first, so there's no bias, and then checking his each day because he really seems like he knows what's going on here. And I've been blowing up his Discord. And I told them, I said, look, just type it out loud. I'm chiming in. If I'm chiming in too much, just let me know. So having fun there. I'll keep you posted on it. And here we go. Are we one last look? Are we flushing? We flushing on ES? We're trying. We're trying. If we continue, next stop will be looking at that 55, 56 level that we have on the board here. Right there. What does it do? Does it wick through, come back, reestablish itself, and then head back up and then hit 77? That might be a pretty good trade, but I would have very tight stops based on the last 2 days of my trading, my bad entries that I've had. Both days worked out, but it doesn't mean it's third time's a charm. Now I'll stop yapping for a minute and get you back to your regularly scheduled program, which is your life. Here we go. I saw 59 there, didn't I? For a second. Okay, like, subscribe, comment, share with a level friend. I'll see you in the next video.